We are unloaded. I think I can make this corner. Let's give it a try. We're in Kimberley. Yeah, I got lots of lanes on this side. Should be okay.
Avenue, then take the first left.
Okay, just delivered to the hardware store here in Kimberley. Off to Sparwood with one lift of lumber. Easy. There we go. The seatbelt's a little more comfortable there.
Continue on Wallinger Avenue.
One of those beautiful green towns. Traffic pattern changed. Well, the signs being on the roadway make it hard for me not to cross the yellow line. Gotta go wide, avoid sign, go wide again, or else my trailers go across the line. chilly in here. There, we turn the heat on. So yesterday I said I was going to fuel up at that Husky in Cranbrook. I pulled in, stopped at the island, and there's no card lock there anymore. It still all looks like there's a card lock, but you have to go inside, pay inside type of thing. It's like, oh, okay. I will now remove that as an option for fueling up in the future. So that will get upgraded on the laptop. So I went to the Petropass instead because I know they've got washrooms and a shower. Although I didn't need a shower yesterday, but they have them in Cranbrook. Honestly, 80 feels too fast on this road after going through town, but I guess this is out of town. The town's kind of split up into two sections. Excuse me. And no, I have not been coughing at all today until I started talking. It was a little bit obnoxious unloading over here today morning. One of the forklift drivers obviously had not operated that forklift a lot, which is fine. We all have to learn. And the fact that they only opened at 9 a.m. So I got up at 7, got out, untarped the load, took the straps off, and I'm like, okay, 8 o'clock, we'll be ready to go. Sign on the door says 8 o'clock, online says 8 o'clock. But nobody showed up till 9. A little before 9, at 8:45 people started showing up. I'm like, uh-huh. Normally I get my day started at 7. Recently, all week I've been starting at 5:45, 5:30. So at 9 feels like a really late start. But it's out of my hands. I can only do what I can do, right? Yesterday I was talking about which route to take back to Highway 3. It's a no-brainer that you take this road back to Creston, because the other route is a lot longer. And we don't go through Creston on the way back, we just stay on the east end of Creston and off to Sparwood. With one lift of lumber. Why am I hungry? I already ate. What's wrong with you, tummy? I guess I did eat like at 7 in the morning. So it's 9:30 now. get nice and toasty in here. Not that it's cold, it was +7. Even with no bunk heat in the truck, I was fine overnight. No issues there. I only used one of my 3 blankets. It was a comfy night. Comfy night. It's once it hits 5, it seems to be my point of comfort level. 5, 6 degrees, 7 degrees was fine. But 5 degrees, it's like brr. And then 4 degrees, the 3 blankets stop being enough. It's like, okay, too cold. Having said that, I remember, I can't remember which winter it was, but not last winter. But there was a winter that bunk heat failed on me, and I didn't idle the truck. And in the morning when I woke up, my water bottles had ice in them. So it was below 0 inside the cab, and I slept right through it. But it was certainly quite chilly inside once I was awake. Couldn't get to that ignition key fast enough to get some heat going, because when I woke up I was cold. I did sleep through it. Don't know why the camera just turned off there. Still said there was 20 minutes of record time on the memory card. I didn't want to mess around with that memory card, so I took that memory card out and put a different memory card in, and I'll try it now, see if it keeps recording or not, if it was just a one-time thing. Hopefully the memory card's good. Nothing wrong with that memory card, because it sucked losing all week's videos. Smartwood, 94 kilometers. Kootenai trout hatchery down to the left, apparently. Cool. That river looks pretty full, but it's not bursting its bank over here, so Kootenai River seems within its banks. Time somewhere, I want to take my fuel cheats on my old truck. What was that, 1636? Look at the fuel mileage I was getting on that truck, and then compare it to the fuel mileage I'm getting on this truck. I want to know what the difference is on fuel economy with the extra 30 horsepower. Hauling a Super B over the mountains, is it going to make a difference on fuel economy? Of course, there's a lot of other variables too, but it should give me at least a bit of a comparison. Well, even on my gauge here, but I'm running well, not empty, but almost empty. Right now it's reading at 35.3 liters for 100 kilometers. When I was fully loaded, it seemed to be running where my other truck was running, so, 60, 70, yeah, even down to 50 depending on. So it was bouncing back and forth between there. And of course at steep climbs it goes up to 100. now have 1,000 liters of fuel on this thing, so that's 200 liters more fuel on this truck, which is nice. Less stopping for fuel. It's a solid 3 hours longer of drive time before I need to fuel up. Of course, depending on what kind of driving I'm doing. Mountain driving or flat driving or a mix, or you know, it varies drastically. 200 liters could last well over 4 hours. Could also only last 2 hours depending on what I'm doing. Running at the fuel economy I am now, it would last almost 6 hours. Looking forward to this truck having big logos on the side. I guess I won't get one on the roof because this is the sleeper is pretty low. I organized more of the truck yesterday evening, but I was too tired to keep going, but I did get a bunch of organizing done. It's got a long way to go still. Joffrey. I don't know, it's just me, but every single time I drive through this town, the only thing I can think of is Game of Thrones. Having said that, don't go watch that show unless you're ready for a lot of gore and adult content. Very, very adult content. stop at that Flying J there sometime too. Add that to my list of fuel stations I have visited. Oh, he's got super singles on. Obviously fairly heavy, taking a while to get up to speed. Willow Bend Golf and Grill. Willow Bend. Okay, there's a bend in the road. Or are there willows here? I don't see any willow trees. I see a train. Train's not going very fast. Probably 50 or 60 kilometers an hour. I suspect it's all they're all empty cars, probably going to a coal mine near the Alberta-BC border there. I'll have a chance to look down at the cars when we drive over top of them. Empty. Only a single engine up front. Single engine, 6-axle engine, 8700 Canadian Pacific, or just CP. We'll get a up to speed eventually, right? I can pass them here. Cool. Oh, super single on the trailers, but not on the truck itself. Huh, interesting. He's hauling railroad ties with his hood open, so obviously having issues. Down there is awfully muddy looking, so there must be a lot of creeks coming into the river that are adding a lot of mud in. Looks like a brownish red river. Yeah, the weather doesn't know what it wants to do, I think. When I only do the wiper one swipe like that, it does leave it quite streaky, doesn't it? Happens when I roll down the window. You guys are attached. Gotta do it. Must be done. It must be done. I think it's the only tunnel there is on Highway 3. I believe that's the only tunnel on Highway 3. Highway 1 has a bunch of tunnels. Highway 5, Coquihalla, Highway 5 all the way from Hope to Highway 16. I don't think has any tunnels either. Highway 16, don't recall any tunnels there either. I think it's only Highway 1. Highway 1's got a bunch of snow sheds and tunnels. Coquihalla does have that one snow shed, but no tunnels. So Highway 1's got a bunch of snow sheds and a bunch of tunnels. And all the tunnels are between Kamloops and Hope. Seems to be behaving, so I don't know. Hopefully I'll have to check out the memory card when I get home and see if everything recorded properly. Yeah, even the water over here right beside the road is very reddish brown looking, so it's definitely overflowing its banks because the river is quite far away, and if I'm seeing water here beside the road that's muddy, it means got lots of water. We're supposed to get rain on and off for the next week or so. Shall be interesting. Right to its banks over here. One shed was kind of hanging it down into the river. I don't think it can handle another flood. If the water came that high, I think if there's any more erosion on that shoreline, that shed is going into the water. Yeah, it looks like a lot of erosion issues here. They've added a lot of rocks along the side here. Keep the river from eroding away the highway. make this delivery in Sparwood, and then we'll see where we get dispatched to next. I can see these trees on the shoreline some of them are leaning down into the river. The roots have been eroded enough that a bunch of the trees are falling over. Some of you guys have requested more city videos, so I'm going to try to mix those in more often. Today we'll do Cranbrook. And I'll also call it the end of the day here because I'm so confused by my dispatch. But got it all figured out. I'm not working tomorrow. I'm going to go home tonight. I had Monday requested off, but instead of taking Monday off, I'm going to take Friday off instead. So I'll shoot another video after Cranbrook for tomorrow's video. So you guys have video for tomorrow as well, but it'll be shot today and not tomorrow. So you can really tell that COVID-19 and the economy taking a dive has really started affecting our runs because of how long I run, the long distances I run empty, and how many businesses are closing and stuff. So I unloaded in Sparwood. I am running empty all the way to Klesnikov, Castlegar, or just north of Castlegar, Thrums, and loading there. And then I am delivering that load on Monday morning in Lacombe, Alberta. So, I'm driving empty from Sparwood to Castlegar, loading, and then bringing the load the wrong direction westbound to Penticton. And then on Sunday evening, we'll head north to Highway 1 and then head eastbound the right direction to deliver Monday morning, probably Monday morning in Lacombe, Alberta. The Friday off is actually going to work out better for me than the Monday off I had requested. Wasn't sure if that car was coming across or not. Wigged me out a bit for a second. Darn, not enough room to get back in the slow lane. Oh, he's turning off. Perfect timing. Just perfect timing. Where was I? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the weekend's gonna actually work out better for me having Friday off instead of Monday off, so I'm very happy with this. It'll be good. Still not sure of when the bunk heats will get fixed in this truck, but we should be fine. It's spring, late spring, early summer, so whoa, that guy's got a fairly flat tire on the driver's side rear. Dodge Journey in front of us. Driver rear tire is low on air. Didn't that pickup, might be a different pickup, but didn't that pickup just go in the other lane and then now he's back again? You guys are confusing. That's definitely going to hurt my paydays, doing runs like this and working less, because I didn't leave until Monday at noon instead of leaving Sunday afternoon, and I'm going to be home earlier, so I'm definitely getting longer weekends. Honestly, I'm okay with it. As long as it doesn't get too much less than I am right now, I'm okay with having some extra time off in spring, summer months. It's just beautiful. Love spending the extra time at home or out in the mountains, so I'm okay with this. So I've talked about this museum coming up here on the right-hand side, train museum. And you guys said it was well worth a visit, so we'll have to do that sometime. It's one of those, hit the brakes hard or just go for it. So right here's the museum. Canadian Pacific Railroad. The Railway Freight Shed. Cranbrook Historic Center. Yeah, we're gonna have to go through there. I know, I forget who, but forgive me for forgetting, but somebody mentioned it was similar to the one in Revelstoke, the train museum there. They were both well worth a visit. So I've been to the one in Revelstoke before, and they're both, looks like they're fairly small museums, but they were, I know the Revelstoke one was a lot of fun going through. It was well worth it, so we'll have to stop here sometime and go through this museum. So many museums that we want to visit, even just in Penticton itself. Jess has never gone through the SS Sicamous, and we have all these intentions of doing it and never do. Got to visit more museums, learn more of our history, so we learn from our historic past and not make the same mistakes again. It seems like today's day and age we are making the same mistakes again. There we go. That was Cranbrook. Maybe if I remember, next week on Monday, we'll be driving through Kelowna. One of you guys requested a Kelowna video, so I'll try to remember to do a Kelowna video going through on Monday. Or maybe it'll be Sunday. Well, if I go through it on Sunday, I'll try to record it and put it on Monday's video. You know, we can shift time. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate all the comments. It's been fun reading them all. I'll see you guys tomorrow, even though I'm recording it right after this video, or sometime today anyway. I'll see you guys down the road. Thank you again. You guys rock.